I hope it can be heard everywhere. Okay, welcome at the eXist users meeting with long spell. Thank you guys. It's the third event already. We did it the last 2 years. We had smaller user group meetings. It's getting larger every year, so to see. We are welcome. We have about 50 people registered for today, so that's quite large.
We put the volume down because somehow.
Somehow. I have no idea. I can switch it off if it's sufficient. Switch it off.
So we have about 50 attendees for today, so that's good. We are growing every year. It's nice to see all the interest of the product eXist. As you know, we are all eXist developers are basically here. Wolfgang is there, Björn is there. And will speak in the first present. And well, I will keep it a bit short. I will present the agenda. We'll go ahead to the first speaker. The agenda for today, well, there are basically 4 blocks. We start with Adam Retter, but it's just the project sleepy, but it's October, is that over? Okay. Then Eric Sigel will talk about software management on eXist. Then Oxygen XML, Steven Facio will, sorry, I probably pronounced it wrong. We'll talk about eXist development using Oxygen. About 11:15 we'll have a small coffee break downstairs. After coffee break, Anna will, is already in the room, we'll do this presentation about XML forms and eXist. 12 o'clock, Joran Turner will talk about platforms, so we will have an Xforms block today. At 12:30, Chris Wallace will do a small presentation on a project he's working on a boat ship website he's working on with all kinds of techniques. jQuery, existing of course, and Score. At 1 o'clock we have about an hour of time for lunch. At 2 o'clock, Thomas White will do his presentation about Project Ecstatic. It will be clear what's all about. Small presentation. Then David Fichtmuller, he will tell us about how he tries to rescue research data using eXist and using open standard. And starting about 2:45, Wolfgang will do his session about the eXist DB or how to handle table demo tricks. Well, it will be probably very interesting. Presentation. And then we will have another lunch break. 3:45 we have the open session meeting, and basically if you have something prepared to do a small demo or presentation or whatever, please feel free to come over to me and do your 5 minutes. Okay, for the open space agenda item we have already 2 items. Joseph Wenzel will do an Xforms demo based on on platforming, and Robert Walpole will present some work he has done in the past regarding the XEI extension, which is part of the current trend. So furthermore, I hope there will be live demos and short presentations, and there will be lots of room to ask the developers questions you would like to ask. Okay. So we have 2 coffee breaks and 1 lunch break. And most of you already figured out coffee can be, you can get coffee downstairs, 1 floor below. I haven't been there, but I saw some coffee. And for the lunch break we have several options in the cafeteria below. And with 5 minutes walk there's even a smaller restaurant. Okay. I'll first some last words. I would like to thank the XML Prague 2012 Organization Committee for giving us the opportunity to use this room. Of course, all presenters for today, I'd like to thank you in advance for coming here to step on the floor. And of course, very welcome to be here in the eXist. Before I head for you over, there's one little teaser. There's a little announcement to be made later this day about eXist DB. I will keep it silent about this yet, but Wolfgang will tell more. Adam.